little late on it,
Unfortunately, gets hit by the Rainmaker from MantaStorm's low.
Ooh! Eats a grenade, though, by Arbiter.
Mm-hmm.
Now the fight over the Rainmaker in the center starts again.
Yep. Booyah bomb. Arbiter goes right into it.
Reset on the Rainmaker.
Nope. Has been Hiro, picks it up before it resets.
Oh boy. Alright.
2 MantaStorms and 1 Inkslinger. Nope. One. The numbers switched. Never mind. Trying to get that shield off and start making tracks.
MantaStorm guarding as best they can.
Yep, the bubble's been bursted.
Hiro
takes it again.
Stuck on that ramp again. MantaStorm doing some good defense. They need some offense, though, now. 3 minutes left on the clock. They can wait a little bit longer.
Bringing out that Stingray to try and keep Inkslingers from coming any closer to it. Waiting for it to reset back to the... Nope, they're not waiting for it. Cody picks it up. Probably saw the positioning of the Inkslingers close to the center area there, so they weren't able to do anything with it.
Oh, Booyah Bomb. Gets anyone who was going for it.
Yep.
MantaStorm grabs it.
Solaria
starting
picks
their
up
first push.
And
Nope,
immediately taken
loses it.
down by Y.H.B. MantaStorm is seeing all the purple surrounding the Rainmaker, kind of backed off and shooting a little bit to try and take care of them, but is unfortunately taken down.
They're doing their best to pick off people, but walking backwards. Don't go too far back. That might be 3 points if you're not careful for the other team. Keeping it right around the middle. Safe bet. Just trying to weaken their numbers so they can make a push. They get back to the ramp.
Yep. Is it more important to cover distance?
Again, the ramp!
They pushed it far, yeah. They got it a little bit further than they did before.
Not by much, though. 48 points left on their scorecard.
Everything they can to pick it off, but they end up having to back off. Well, for MantaStorm getting it and starting to push again. And they're finally on the board.
No, by 2 points. Oh, here we go. Yep. Stronger push. Ooh, this actually might be their chance. Ooh, I don't know if I'm getting some lag or not there based on what just happened.
Somebody disconnected.
Oh, is there a disconnect?
Little disconnected, yeah.
Oh, no. Okay. Yep. So, the way these usually go is we allow each team 1 disconnect without forcing them to lose a point, and after that, then we have to start enforcing things on them. So, this will be a reset match, basically. Which is kind of a shame for them, because they actually took the lead despite having a disconnect.
Despite the disconnect, they did. However, Arbiter's starting to move it up further.
Yeah, there you go. See, that disconnect makes a big difference. They just ran it right up there. All right. Yeah, that's a practice round. Let me double check to make sure I'm correct on the rules that we're doing for the league this time around.
So I'm assuming they wouldn't be able to make a substitution here then.
Yep, 1 disconnect per team is allowed. DC after half mark. I'm just checking with the rules here.
While you're doing that, I'm going to run to the restroom.
Yep. All right, I'm checking with the guys running the league right now. The ruling I'm getting is disconnects are only allowed if it's in the first half of the match. After the halfway mark, it doesn't matter. So that is being considered a point for the Inkslingers. Yep, I got a ruling from everyone. Point for Ink. Whew, hate to see it happen like that. Yeah, each team is given 1 disconnect per set and can be used if a teammate disconnects within the first half, up to a minute 30 for turf, 2:30 for ranked of a match. Any further disconnects must be played through. Scores will be posted. Oh yeah, there you go. That's straight from the league refs. All right. That means we're going on to match 4 then. 1 point extra for Inkslingers. Game 4, new Albacore Hotel Clam Blitz. Time for some clams. Yeah, there was a mishap in Season 1, so that's why the rule was put into play, because of some confusion because of that. So it has been agreed on by the league in general, so. And again, I ran it past the refs of the league, and they have confirmed that's the rule set.
I'm back.
You're back. It was ruled that they had to keep playing, so Inkslingers did get the point for that match. Because I think you left as I got the rule clarification. As a heads up, each team is given 1 disconnect per set and can be used if a teammate disconnects within the first half of the match. Any further disconnects must be played through, as well any disconnects after the halfway point.
I see.
Yeah. So unfortunately, that had to be eaten by MantaStorm. All right. It looks like everyone is ready.
Yep, at the cost of 25% of their health, Inkslingers have gone with a substitution.
Actually, both teams looks like they've swapped back in players here.
No, Lowell was the one who disconnected.
Oh, yeah, sorry. I forgot it. Usually it remembers that. That's weird. Oh, well. There we go. An unfortunate way for MantaStorm to go down, but this is their chance to make up for it. Will this be the upset this time around? Because MantaStorm took it 3-2 last time. All right, let's see how they feel about football. I'm trying to remember Albacore.
There any fans of yours, John? I'm sure they love football.
It's not the same, though. What the fuck was that?
Sounds like a fire alarm or a smoke detector.
Was that in your house or mine?
I think that was in yours.
Oh, for fuck's sake. I'm gonna run upstairs and check on that. I'll be right back. Have fun commentating.
Yep. Hope Solaria and Lowell end up
That is definitely here. What the fuck?
End up readying up. Yep, battle time. It's battle time. Clam Blitz here on the new Albacore Hotel. We got MantaStorm. We got the Inkslingers. We got Clams, Lay of Footballs. We got Beeps. My understanding of this game is that you're supposed to grab enough clams in order to be able to make a giant football, and then you use that football to blow open the thing where you can throw more clams into it. And it looks like the Inkslingers have a majority of the clams so far. Not enough to make a football, though. Getting that booyah bomb. There's the football. Ah, but it's the Inkslingers football. Gotcha. Their football blew up into clams. And now MantaStorm's got their football. Heading over to possibly blow up the... I forgot what the goal. That's a good word for it, the goal. Ooh, a little pushing a little bit too hard there. End up dropping all their clams. Whoa. No football here. Still remains a tie game at 100 to 100. Or 0 to 0 if this was an upticking scoring game. But no, it's a down-scoring game. Very similar to golf. The less points you have, the better. Many clams are being shed here today. MantaStorm picks up more clams, gets their football. I just have to make that push over to enemy turf there in order to burst it. Oh. That football is just going to be sitting there for a while and eventually is going to fade from existence. Arbiter desperately trying to hold onto those clams, but unfortunately gets taken out. It's very, seems like a very even match so far, but most of the clams and the pressure is being applied to the Inkslinger side. MantaStorm gets their football and immediately loses it. Oh, but Cody picks it up. How many? They've got MantaStorm's got 2 footballs going into this. They make an attempt to get over there. Lowell gets over there, but loses his life in the process. Hey, MantaStorm breaking open the goal for a cool 20 points. And the barrier is back up on the goal. Like I said before, all the pressure has been applied to the Inkslinger side with not a lot of give from MantaStorm. MantaStorm again has their football on Solaria. And they're making the push to go further up there. Fortunately, dropped the football. The football's been dropped. It's a fumble. Arbiter's hiding in wait while MantaStorm goes to pick up the clams on the side there, but the ambush is unsuccessful. MantaStorm's able to pick up some of those clams and leave. Trying to keep an eye on the entire field here, just so I can see what's happening here. Up, Inkslingers have their football. However, they have been unable to really capitalize on gaining. They've been unable to really gain a lot of momentum getting over to the to MantaStorm's side of the field here. Ooh, losing their football into the water. Not a good way to go. Inkslingers finally able to make it to the opposing goal. However, they've got their football. The barrier is broken on the MantaStorm side, and some more clams have been pushed in there. So, Inkslingers have taken the lead. And their barrier's back up. There's only 10 seconds left. I don't think MantaStorm's gonna be able to come back from this one. That barrier on Inkslinger's side is gonna stay up, and Inkslingers are gonna take this. Never mind, it's overtime. I don't know what constitutes overtime in this game. Oh, they missed! They missed the barrier! And down goes that football. Had they just made it, it would have turned the entire thing around. The Inkslingers take it. That puts them at 3 wins, meaning that they're going to be moving on to the next round of this tournament.
You ever feel cursed?
Sometimes. Inkslingers won.
Nice. So, the fire alarm only in my office is broke. The batteries died in it. It takes the weird miniature batteries. No, not 9 volts.
Miniature batteries.
The weird
like the
miniature
batteries?
No, like cylinders.
Oh.
Like half size. I think that's like C might be their actual name. And as a result, the smoke detector that is literally above my desk won't stop beeping. And then the smoke detector that's at the other end of the room won't stop beeping. And that one is hardwired and can't be shut off.
Jesus.
So I can't turn off the beeping. Unless I literally go right now to the nearest Shoppers Drug Mart, buy a quadruple A battery or whatever the fuck it is, and get that replaced. What the fuck do I do?
You do have... Let's see. You've got... I guess, like...
And Reese is sick, so I can't send her to go do it.
What about...
I literally have no way to stop this beeping. No, Faith, you're missing the point. It doesn't use a normal battery. It uses a battery type that's pretty much only used in smoke detectors. I literally can't stop it.
Could you grab a battery from somewhere else in the house? Just to divert it from the
Not
office?
without making the beeping come from a completely different part of the house, and then thus driving my wife or cat insane. Wrap the alarm in some cloth or something to muffle it. Again, it's hardwired into the ceiling! I'd have to literally duct tape shit to it. I had a duct tape cloth to the ceiling. I fucking hate this. I'm gonna go to intermission. I'll see if I can figure something out, but I literally think the only way to stop this beeping is for me to go to a store now.
I mean, like, if it comes to that, I can keep Chad entertained in the meantime. Unless you plan on taking the stream down.
I don't know if I should. That's gonna be, like I said, it's gonna be like a 20-minute intermission. There's not a nearby store.
Ooh.
God fucking damn it. So the one shitty thing is, I was thinking I could let you lead the room, and then I would join in, and then people could join off of me. But you don't have the map list, and I can't set auto camera without being here. So everyone would just see the overhead view and nothing else for the next couple matches. I hate this. I'm just gonna have to go to the fucking store. There's no way. Tom, are you okay with just...
Yeah, I'll keep chat warm.
Yeah. Fuck, I hate this so much. I'm so sorry, guys. I'll be back as soon as I can.
Oh, I hope he mutes his mic before he goes. What's my origin story? 29 years and 10 months ago, in the great land of Connecticut. He did not mute his mic.
Shit. No, so I figured I just might as well keep you company here. You got 20 minutes to burn.
Oh, hey! Jesus, I heard somebody say "oh shit," and then I realized it was you and not John.
Yeah. I'm not Dan. Oh wait, no, Dan's in chat. Duh. God damn it.
I do turn 30 in March. Yes.
I was about to say, I don't sound like Dan.
Which Dan? There are many Dans.
I mean, I can always drag you in here if it comes to that.
the good one? It's a little bit rude to the other Dans.
By the way, it's me, the albino shamrock, the guy who's like ghosting around the entirety of the server, always judging and watching.
We're going to go back to our conversation we were having before about college basketball teams.
No. No.
Oh, now I can see if I can find the quote from of Homer's rant from the sugar thing.
Oh no.
I can't live the button-down life like you. I want it all. The terrifying lows, the dizzying highs, the creamy middles. Sure, I might offend a few of the blue noses, my cocky stride and musky odors. Oh, I'll never be the darling of the so-called city fathers who cluck their tongues, stroke their beards, and talk about what's to be done with this Homer Simpson. That part of that episode is animated weirdly well.
With a speech like that, I'd be disappointed if it wasn't.
Look, just get rid of the sugar, okay? Yeah. In America, first you get the sugar, then you get the power, then you get the women. I'm missing the chili cook-off. What was it? Oh God, what was the other quote? It's like, I'm being paranoid. I'm being paranoid. Aha! Where'd you get the sugar, Stretch? I took it when your guard was lowered, and I do it again too.
I need to watch more Simpsons, or at least original Simpsons, older.
Yeah, the older seasons are real good.
As this remote shows.
Oh, somebody joined the room, despite the fact that we're in intermission right now.
Mm-hmm.
Are you saying boo or boo earns? Boo! I was saying boo earns.
Hansmo, man.
Keep getting asked about how Lord Donator's doing. I don't live with the guy. I'm fairly certain he lives in a crate until he comes out for charities.
I heard he's doing well for himself, though. I heard he got a new crate next to the Ark of the Covenant.
This is just the scene from Indiana Jones where it's zooming out on all the crates and you just hear Lord Donator constantly going, "Fools!"
Thoughts on Byleth? I'm just glad it's not super stereotypical store fighter.
I think everyone's being crybabies about it.
Honestly, yeah. Fire Emblem's become really big since Awakening.
Here's the thing, Byleth wasn't a matter of if, but when.
Yeah. Honestly, I think they should have kept it for the second pass.
I think the reason they timed it now is because of the DLC for Three Houses that's coming out in February.
More than likely. And I'm almost pretty sure on this. I remember Sakurai tweeting something about the last fighter being decided, but it was more about Nintendo. Like Nintendo's decision on this one compared to him.
Oh yeah, like I could imagine that I'm certain that like there's going to be at least one more character in the next pack that's going to be based on advertising a new Nintendo game.
Oh, definitely. I wouldn't be surprised if one of the new Galar Pokemon got in.
Yep. Wouldn't surprise me if it was like... It wouldn't... Come to think of it, probably wouldn't surprise me nearly as much either if they had the new Pokemon... If they had a new Pokemon released for Smash Bros. DLC and it came out around the time of when the Sword and Shield DLC drops.
Yeah. So there's that fighting type one that's supposed to be coming in the first pack.
I don't know if they do that. I feel like they'd probably go for recognizability and like how much people like it.
Hmm.
Like what would be considered the mascot of the generation. Like how Lucario is more or less the mascot of Gen 4.
Yeah, a lot of people consider Greninja like the mascot of Gen 6, etc.
Yeah.
Except I haven't really seen one for Gen 8 yet. I guess the closest I think of is probably either Wooloo or Snom.
Well, I'd say maybe... I don't know if they would make another one based on, like, an animal. Because, like... I don't know, like you gotta think about, like, the progression of, like, the Pokemon we got in Smash Bros. Games. Pikachu, Pichu, Jigglypuff, and then Mewtwo, and then Charizard, albeit with Squirtle and Bulbasaur. Then Lucario, Greninja, and Incineroar. And I don't know if they just go straight for the starter or if they would go for a different Pokemon.
Yeah.
As much as I like Quagsire, Quagsire would not make a good Smash Bros. Character.
Mm-mm.
It'd be really funny though if they did put Quagsire in Smash Bros. If they gave it its unaware ability. So basically, any buffs that any characters would have, Quagsire would ignore them. It would basically be a Shulk counter.
It'd be so broken. Yep, not really, because it only counters just Shulk. No one else.
Darmanitan would be interesting if they had that as part of a representative for Smash Bros. Like the Galar one. Mm-hmm. Or both, and they just like switch the color palettes based on what quote unquote type it would be.
Yeah. Toxtricity would be cool.
And then down B would be its down B would be Zen mode, like how Zelda turned into Sheik.
And just sits there and does nothing but roll.
Come to think of it, we haven't had like we had Squirtle. But like just thinking about him like possibly having a first evolution starter for Smash Bros. Because I think a lot of people like Scorbunny.
Yeah. I'd actually be more interested in seeing a lot like another smaller Pokemon just in general.
Yeah. I don't know how well that would I'm trying to think of like a DLC character that people would genuinely be excited for that's like small. Like as a DLC Pokemon or a DLC fighter for Smash.
It's actually a lot harder than I thought.
Gino, I think, would be around the same size as Mario. I wouldn't consider that like small.
More like Pikachu or Pichu size.
Yeah. Isun from Okami. A little bit too small. They'd have to, like, up his size like they did with Olimar.
Ah, yes, the smallest of characters, Whalelord.
I wonder if, like, John straight up muted his mic. Like on the hardware side, not on, like, an app. Because I haven't heard the beeps in a while.
He might have. Or just straight up unplugged it, who knows. Actually, I hope he didn't unplug it, because that probably would cause more problems.
I want Hone Edge to be added. Literally a sword.
We got so many sword fighters, why not just the literal sword?
I think if any Pokemon's gonna be added to Smash, it's gonna be one that represents like Gen 8 in some way. Because they would use that as an advertisement.
Mm-hmm.
That's why Byleth is added. That's why Incineroar was added. That's why Lucario was added.
Mm-hmm.
That's why Greninja was added. That's why Roy was added in Melee. That's like why Corrin was added in
Smash 4.
Wii U. Yeah.
I feel like I'm over.
Well, Marth. Someone said, "Well, Marth and Roy for Melee." Marth's game was already out by a long shot. Marth's game was for the NES.
Yeah, it came out in what 1990,
Yeah.
something like that.
They were originally planning on not including Marth and Roy in the United States release of Smash Bros. Because they weren't planning on bringing their games over.
Mm-hmm. And then they realized, oh, people actually like this.
Well, I think they also realized that it'd be ridiculous to exclude characters based on region.
Yeah, that too.
Corrin didn't debut in Smash, actually. Fire Emblem Fates was out in Japan when Corrin was released in the US.
I know the perfect Pokemon for DLC. Mr. Rhyme.
Oh my god. His like walk animation is still him tap dancing.
Exactly. It's perfect. Oh, what's the fighting the dancing fighting style?
They're a Gen 2 rep. The Gen 2 rep is Pichu.
Yeah.
There isn't a Gen 3 rep because there wasn't a Smash Bros. Game in development at the time that Gen 3 was around.
Yeah, because there was a big gap between Melee and Brawl.
It was 7 years. 2001 for Melee, 2008 for Brawl.
Damn.
There's no Gen 5 rep either, yeah.
Yeah. You gotta remember that Melee was practically a launch title for the GameCube.
Yep. It came out like a few months after the GameCube launched.
Oh, I want one of the abominations to be a DLC.
Oh god. It has to be Dracovish.
It has to be.
Looking at that thing's anatomy, I just realized that its head is mounted onto the dragon's tail. That's not the dragon's body, that's its tail.
So many things wrong with it.
Also like Dracozolt has like a huge cross section of it chopped out. Like it basically, I'm pretty sure that's not skin. I'm pretty sure that's like if you were to like cut a body like down the middle and then just like stick a bird body onto the front of it. That's Dracozolt.
Jesus. Who is Kara Liss? Where did she get her degree?
Right from the same place where those archaeologists back in the it was like 1910s, 1920s got theirs because they were trying to just mash bones together and come up with things as well.
Mm-hmm. I still can't believe they got away with that. At least at first.
Like, I imagine, like, with Dracozolt, it's just an exposed wound. Like, the entire time it's alive. Like, that cross-section there is just an exposed wound.
Jeez.
Then you got Arctovish, whose mouth is on the top of its head, because the head is put on backwards.
Mm-hmm.
Those 4 Pokemon have lungs? I'm pretty sure Arctozolt and Dracozolt do.
The only one that makes a tad bit of sense is Dracozolt, but at the same time, that thing is so back heavy.
He's thick.
Thick.
I think, here's the thing, if Arctovish's head wasn't on backwards, it would probably look the most normal out of all of them.
Oh yeah, definitely. I still hope
you can't really call Dracozolt a fat bottom girl because all the fossil Pokemon are genderless.
I do hope we get the actual proper versions of these Pokemon, though.
I don't know if we ever will.
I mean, they're giving us new Pokemon in the DLC and some more Galar exclusive or Galar versions. So
They're giving us new legendaries in the DLC. They're not giving us new like wander around find them Pokemon.
They might not. Who knows? We've yet really to see too much information on it, though. I can hope.
So the Slowpoke's definitely gonna get another type when it evolves into Slowbro and Slowking, or if it evolves into like, or if it has 2 other evolutions that aren't Galarian Slowbro and Galarian Slowking, and they're just like the Meowth evolution.
I think they did confirm it was Galarian Slowbro or Slowking. I think they did.
Okay.
It. Yep, they did confirm it, that it'll be an item on the Isle of Armor that'll turn into Slowbro, and then
in the Tundra for Slowking.
Yeah.
No, I haven't had a chance to play with Toxtricity because I was using my favorite sound-based Pokemon, Quagsire. Here's the question, will Slowking get pants? Pokemon the Movie 2000. There's a raid going on. John's not here right now. He went to go get a battery for his smoke detector, which is currently beeping. Because otherwise the rest of the stream would have a constant beep behind it.
And I think we all appreciate our sanity, so...
I'm honestly surprised. They've been doing like the regional forms now, and I'm kind of surprised that they haven't bothered making the Sheldon Slowbro's tail its own Pokemon.
Surprised by that too. Like it's an alternate evolution of some form.
Yeah. Like the Sheldon evolves with the Slowbro or something, and then it gets like peeled off or something. There's been like
Ninjask with Shedinja.
well, there's been like no, I wouldn't say it exactly like that. But there's been like Pokedex entries that said like, you know, if that Sheldon ever leaves the Slowbro's tail, it turns back into a Slowpoke.
Hmm.
Maybe Crown Isle of Armor and Crown Isle will have Galarian Shelter. We already have Standard Shelter in Space Sword and Shield. I don't know if they would add that to be caught in those new areas. Just like how you can get Meowth in Kanto Meowth in Sword and Shield, you can't catch it in the wild.
I do wonder if they'll add more Galar versions. They have Slowpoke, so I wonder if they could do more. Or if they are. What other Pokemon could they do? Oh, I hear beeping.
I mean, like any of them. Kanto Meowth was a DLC. No, Gigantamax Kanto Meowth is a DLC. You can trade somebody a Kanto Meowth in-game.
Yeah, it's is it the first gym?
I don't remember where you could do it.
It's in one of the gyms, I know that.
Remember you can get a standard Yamask as well. If you trade somebody at the Galarian Yamask.
You can also get a regular Mr. Mime in the back of oh crap, what city is that?
Oh yeah, I still haven't gotten that yet.
Yeah. Most people don't bother to go all the way back. There's also an item back there, if I remember correctly.
And Pokemon Home is coming out in February, right?
Yeah. They're gonna give more details here soon. I'm assuming it's probably gonna be with whatever Nintendo Direct is coming up in the next month.
There was a lot of beeps.
Yeah.
I could hear John in the background.
I do too. Has it been 20 minutes?
I don't remember. I have no idea. I didn't really check the time when he left initially.
It's been roughly like 20, 25 minutes.
I'm assuming that Moan of Agony was John, yes. Is John not doing well? Well, to go over what's happened, his fire alarm started making a beeping noise, which usually means that it's low on battery. So he left the stream to go get a battery, or otherwise suffer the rest of the stream with the beeping in the background. I think if he got the wrong batteries, then it wouldn't have fit in the smoke detector in the first place.
I would assume he would have checked what battery it required before he left.
I don't think he wanted to sit here with the stream and have the beep on the background for the rest of the stream.
No, it would drive him insane and everyone else.
It'll be when they have no power. They're hardwired.
Unfortunately, this one is the one that's beeping.
Yeah.
That's why it won't stop.
The smoke detector is hardwired, so even if you took the battery out, it would still make the beeping noise.
On the other hand, does John have wire cutters?
I don't think he wants to mutilate the wires of his smoke detector.
Might be
Turn off the
the
breaker
best.
for that room, then he won't be able to stream anymore. If it's hardwired, why does it need batteries? Because if the power goes out and there's a fire, then it'll still be able to alert you.
Mm-hmm.
Hardwired is into the wall. Hardwired is into the ceiling.
I forget the fire code. Isn't there like, is it one on each floor?
I don't remember. I think it's got to be like, I don't. It varies based on location.
Yeah.
Some places require it to be one per room of the house. Some require it to be one per floor. Some require it where it's like one definitely in the kitchen. I get the feeling that was manual beeps.
Yeah. I take it it's not going well.
I think he got the batteries, but at this point, it seems like the fire alarm is still beeping. It's not going well.
Might be picking up the fumes coming from John's head at this rate.
Every 2 beeps is John swearing that's being censored out automatically by Twitch.
Mm-hmm. Is that a new feature?
Yeah.
When did that roll out?
He sang the fuck word twice very quickly.
I'm surprised it manages to only get John though instead of you.
The machine learning is still new. It's only working on John.
Must be beta testing in Canada only.
I mean, it does work on me, but only when I say. See.
I always forget you have that shit.
What was that? That was Twitch's feature censoring out me saying. I know I can't say that on the internet. That's why Twitch censors it. I mean, technically I could say it all I want. Twitch would just censor it. All the water. Place me back in it gently.
John is back. He's having a.
He's trying to fix the beeping smoke detector.
Yeah.
Which, despite replacing the battery, is still beeping.
Might be having a discussion with it now.
You might be talking to Reese.
More than likely.
Although, I don't know how old the house is, but worst case scenario on that is that if the... Yeah, worst case scenario on that is if the worst case scenario is that the smoke detector is just straight up dying, and that's what it's trying to tell him.
Yup!
Yeah. Oh.
Yup! That's exactly what it fucking is. So, 2 smoke alarms broke at the same time. 2 of them. Both of them very close to my desk. One literally above it, and one about 10 steps away. The one just above it took lithium-ion 123 battery. So like the weird fat half battery that looks like a half of a AA, basically. The other one takes 9 volt, but I didn't open the hatch on it before I left to go to Shoppers. So I picked up a bunch of different battery types just in case. So I bought $75 worth of batteries.
God.
Came back. Oh, that's only for 4 batteries, by the way. That was the price for 4. Came back, replaced the lithium 123. It was fine. It's working fine now. That is Canadian. The other one, I replaced it, and it kept beeping. The other one, it says if it beeps 2 times every 30 seconds, that means the actual alarm itself needs to be replaced. And the expiry date, December 2019.
Oh.
Cool.
Yeah, just literally expired during this stream.
Wow.
So, I am very sorry to all the teams for this, because this is not how I wanted this to go. But it's now stopped. Hopefully, we're not going to find out that by just killing that alarm, there's now another one beeping somewhere. I think we're actually safe to continue the tournament. I fucking hate everything, dude. I'm so mad about this. I'm so mad. I'm like half deaf right now because that thing has been beeping in my ears when I've been trying to test it.
Ugh.
All right.
Let's get FT Win and Isuba in here.
Yeah, FT Win is already in. They've been patiently waiting, wondering why in the world they entered such a clusterfuck of a tournament. Team Isuba is joining in now too.
For the set of matches, which I'm sure is going to be a good indicator of why we have weight classes in boxing.
All right.
I'll live out now, so you guys get back to it.
Isuba. You ever feel like you're literally cursed?
Sometimes.
That's pretty much what my life feels like right now. Oh. Oh, you are, John. You are. Yep, pretty much. All right. I'll have to fix the bracket during this next match. Inkslingers won last round, right?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.